Good afternoon, children. We have already done four theorems with you. As I said, I will repeat every time when I start the topic. The first theorem which we did was angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the angle which it subtends the remaining part of the circumference. Second theorem was angle angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. The third theorem was angle in a semicircle is right angle. And the fourth theorem was that opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Today we are going to add a fifth theorem to it, which is nothing but the extension of the last theorem. Last theorem was that the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Here what we are saying is the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. This is the theorem. The theorem is that the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. Like in this figure, if you notice, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Why it is cyclic quadrilateral? Because the vertices of the quadrilateral are on the circumference of the circle. Now, A, B, C and D all are on the circumference of the circle. And this line BC has been extended to a point E. BC has been extended to a point E to make an exterior angle DCE. According to this theorem, this angle DCE, which is shown in the red, should be equal to the interior opposite angle. Interior opposite angle is BAD, angle BAD. For this exterior angle, the interior opposite angle is this. This angle DCB is adjacent angle. This is not opposite angle, it is adjacent angle. So opposite to DCE is BAD. So what we have to prove is that this exterior angle DCE will be equal to BAD. It is just the extension of the previous theorem. It is very simple to prove. Like he has given ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, BC is extended to E, DC is an exterior angle. Whenever you extend one side of any figure, then obviously the exterior angle is formed. We have to prove that DCE is equal to BAD. Now what we are saying is, we are saying BAD plus BCD will be 180 degree. In the figure, if you notice, if I go back to the figure, angle BAD plus angle BCD will be 180 degree. Why will it be so? Because the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So suppose this angle is X and this angle is Y. Then X plus Y will be how much? 180 degree. X plus Y will be how much? 180 degree, because these are the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. But at the same time, if I add BCD plus DCE, what will I get? I will again get 180 degree. This angle Y, if added to red, will give you what? 180 degree. Why will it give you 180 degree? Because BCE will become a straight line. BCE will become a straight line. So that's what we have written. We have written BAD plus BCD is equal to 180 degree. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Then we wrote that BCD plus DCE is 180 degree because it is a straight line, and since sum of both the angles is coming out to be equal to 180 degree, so these pair of angles should be equal to each other, because their sum is how much? 180 degree. So we equated those two angles, pair of angles, and we realized that BCD and BCD is common in both the sides. BCD is part of this left hand side also, BCD is the part of right hand side also. So we cancelled BCD plus BCD, and what were we left with? BAD is equal to DCE. So the exterior angle DCE, the exterior angle DCE, which is indicated by red in the figure, which is indicated this here, is equal to X, is equal to X, because this plus Y is also 180, X plus Y is also 180, and DCE plus BCD is also 180. So one angle is common, this angle Y is common, so this angle X should be equal to this angle X. This is a very important theorem, and we will be doing a lot of problems based on these theorems also. Basically, it is extension of the fourth theorem, that opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, and actually that is what we have used it here. Now let me see. I have drawn some figures like usually I do for your questions from the book, and I have drawn, and we will sort those problems out. Like in this figure, what he has given you is, you can say ABC E is a cyclic quadrilateral, BCD and AED are two straight lines, in which it is given that AB is equal to AC is equal to CD, where I have drawn dashes. You can see AB is equal to AC is equal to CD, and he says angle ADC is 38 degree. This angle is 38 degree. And what does he want you to calculate? He wants you to calculate ABC. He wants you to calculate ABC. First of all, ABC. How are we going to calculate? Let us go stepwise. The first thing is, in triangle ACD. I will take the triangle ACD, see the figure ACD. Because I know angle CDA or ADC, so ADC will be equal to angle CAD will be equal to 38 degree, as AC is equal to CD. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. If this is 38, then this angle will become 38. This angle is 38, so this angle will become 38. Now again I will take the triangle ACD. I would say in triangle ACD, exterior angle ACB will be equal to 38 plus 38, 76 degree. The exterior angle of any triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. This is 38, this is 38. They will add up and make this angle to be 76. Make this angle to be 76. He wanted you to calculate AB. Sorry, he wants you to calculate ABC. So next step is, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle ABC will be equal to angle ACB will be equal to 76 degree, because AB is equal to AC. If again two sides of the triangle are given equal, it is given that AB and AC are equal, so this angle will also become 76. This angle ABC also becomes 76. This is 76. ACB is 76, so ABC will also become 76. Now he wants you to calculate angle BEC. He wants you to calculate angle BEC. So let me join B to E. Let me join B to E. He wants you to calculate this angle BEC. He wants you to calculate BEC. He wants you to calculate BEC. So let me calculate first of all angle BAC. Let me calculate what is angle BAC, which I can easily calculate because I know two angles of the triangle as 76 and 76. So I can calculate 180 minus 76 plus 76. So let us see BAC. Angle BAC will be 180 minus 76 plus 76, that is 180 minus how much? 180 minus 76 plus 76, 152 degree. 152 degrees. Sum of the angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. So two angles were known as 76 and 76. So from 180 we subtracted the sum of the remaining two angles, which came out to be how much? Subtract, it will come 28, I think. 10 to 75, yes, 28 degree. It will come out to be 20. Simple method is 180 minus 150 is simple. 32 is more, subtract 2 out of 30, you'll get 28. So these are little things which may help you in your calculation. Now once I have got this angle as a how much? 28 degree. So this angle will also become 28 degree. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. BEC, angle BEC, angle BEC will be equal to angle BAC is equal to 28, same segment. I told you that two triangles will be formed, which will have the base same, and their vertices will be lying on the circumference of the circle. Please notice, in the triangle BAC and BEC, base is BC, which is the chord of the circle, and both these triangles are on the same side of the chord. It is not that this triangle is on BAC is on one side of the triangle, one side of the chord, and BEC is on the opposite side of the chord. Then they will not be the angles in the same segment. For that, it is necessary that they should be on the same side of the chord, and their vertices should lie on the circumference. Now you can see in the figure, BAC and BEC are two triangles whose base is the chord BC, because the chord divides the circle into two segments, and BAC and BEC are two triangles which are formed in the major segment, so their vertical angles will be equal. Each will be 28 degree. So we have got all the angles. For calculating two angles, we had to calculate many things. How did we start? We were given ADC. From ADC, we said that ADC and CAD will be equal. Why? Because AC is equal to CD. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. So we calculated CAD to be equal to CDA 38. Then we said that the exterior angle of this triangle is 76. 38 plus 38, angle ACB will become 76. When angle ACB becomes 76, angle ABC also becomes 76. Why? Not usually, but it is because the condition given is that AB is equal to AC. Sides of the triangle are equal. If the two sides of the triangle are equal, angles opposite to them will be equal. So ABC is equal to ACB, 76, 76. Now once we have got the two angles of the triangle, I can calculate the third angle, that is BAC. How did I calculate that? 180 minus 76 plus 76, 152. 76 plus 76, 152. So 180 minus 152 gave us 28. Then we said BAC and BEC are angles in the same segment. They are angles in the same segment, and hence that angle BEC comes out to be 28. These are the two angles which we had to calculate. Everything is written clearly. I have explained it to you also twice the same problem. You can go through this. You can pause, stop the video and go through it, and you will understand it very well. There is no problem. There is no reason for not to understand, because the advantage of the video is that you can pause it, stop it, understand it, and if you don't understand, you can always go back to the original video and have a relook at that and understand. Okay. Now in this question number 2, I have, again he said AC is the diameter. AC is the diameter. AC is the diameter. AC is the diameter because O is shown as the center. And this figure, you can see E, B, C, D seems to be cyclic. It is also given that DC is parallel to BE. DC is given parallel to BE. Angle AOB, angle AOB is given 80 degree. Angle ECA is given as 10 degree. He wants you to calculate the angles which I have marked with red, green and black. First is BEC. First angle is BEC, red. I have marked it with red. Then BCD. BCD, which is marked with black. And then CED, which is marked with green. Now let us see what are we going to do and how we are going to do it. Okay, first part. Let's see the first part. I would say that angle COB will be how much? Angle COB will be 180 minus 80. Because AOC is a straight line. AOC is a straight line. A straight line is always of 180 degree. So from 180, if I subtract 80, I will get the adjacent angle, which is 100. This angle comes out to be 100. This angle comes out to be 100. Let us write it down. This angle comes out to be 100. Because 100 plus 80 will make it 180, which is a straight line. Now, I would say that angle CEB will be half of angle COB, that is half of 100, that is 50 degree. Why? This is double angle property. Double angle. What is the double angle property? Double angle property is that the angle subtended by an arc, which is the arc which is subtending. Let me show it to you. This arc CB is subtending angle COB at the center. Angle COB at the center. And the same arc, same arc is subtending angle BEC at the circumference. BEC at the circumference. BEC at the circumference. So this angle becomes how much? 50 degree. This angle comes out to be 50 degree. Angle subtended here. Okay. Now he has given property of the parallel lines also. He has given the property of parallel lines also. because he has given you EB and DC are parallel. EB and DC are parallel. So actually this angle will also be 50 degree. This angle will be also 50 degree. Why will it be so? I'll write it down. I will say angle DCE will be equal to angle CEB will be equal to 50 degree. DC is parallel to EB. DC is parallel to EB. If two lines are parallel to each other and third line cuts them, then alternate angles are equal. These are alternate angles. These are alternate angles. So this becomes 50 degree. This becomes 50 degree. This is 50. Now this is 10. This is 50. Now if I could calculate the remaining portion, which is the remaining portion, I'll take another color. I'll take yellow. If I calculate this angle, if I could calculate this angle, then I know this is 50, this is 10, and I'll add this and I'll get the complete angle. How to calculate angle OCB? Let's see that. Angle OCB is equal to angle OBC will be 180 minus 100 upon 2. That will be 40 degree. That will be 40 degree. This angle will come out to be 40 degree. This angle will be also 40 degree. Why? Because OC and OB are radii of the same circle. OC and OB are radii of the same circle. They are radii of the same circle. Otherwise also, if this angle is 80, this should be 40. This should be 40. Angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the arc which is subtended the remaining part of the circumference. So if this is 80, this should, if angle AOB is 80, then angle ACB will be 40. That is also correct. There is no problem. That property can be used, but the property which I have used is perfectly alright also. Now let us see what do we write. We have got now all the three angles, so we have to write the value of BCD. So angle BCD will be how much? Angle BCD will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 50 plus 10 plus 40. 50 plus 10 plus 40, that will come out to be 100 degree. This is sum of all the three parts. The complete angle is sum of all the three smaller parts which we calculated. Now we got this 50, this 10 and 40, 50 plus 10, 60 plus 40 is 100. Now the question is, he wants angle DCE. He wants angle DCE. How will I calculate angle DCE? You see, I can say this angle DEBC is a cyclic quadrilateral. DEBC is a cyclic quadrilateral. DEBC is a cyclic quadrilateral. Is a cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are always supplementary. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So that means what actually? Angle E plus angle C should be equal to 180 degree. Angle E plus angle C is 180 degree. Total sum. I don't know the green part of this angle. I don't know the green part, but I can say DEB plus DCB. DEB plus angle DCB should be equal to 180 degree. Suppose I name this angle to be X. Suppose I name this angle to be X. Just for convenience, I have named this angle as X. So angle DEB becomes X plus 50. DE becomes X plus 50 degree. And DCB is how much? DCB we have calculated just now. DCB we have calculated as 100 somewhere. We have calculated 100 somewhere. Here BCD or DCB is 100 is equal to 180 degree. So value of X will be what? 180 degree minus 150 degree. So it will be 30 degree. The value of X is 30. And what is X actually? X is DEC. X is DEC or CED. So CED, angle CED is 30 degree. Now we have got all the angles which we wanted. Show it to you again. Let us start. This angle AOB was given 80. I calculated angle COB to be 180 minus 80, 100. Once I got this 100, I got angle CB as 50. The angle subtended by an arc, the red arc which I have hashed in red color, subtends angle COB at the center, and the same arc subtends angle CB at the remaining part of the circumference. So angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference. So this is 50, this is 100. Now if it is 50, I will say angle DCE is also 50 because these are alternate angle. Whenever Z is formed and the Z in the Z, obviously those two lines are parallel to each other. So 50 is the angle. This was given as 10. This was given angle ECA was given as 10. Angle DCE I calculated at 50. So if I could calculate angle this portion ACB, then I calculate the complete angle. So there were two methods. One method which I applied was I said in the triangle OCB, OC is equal to OB. Two sides of the triangle are equal. OC and OB are two sides which are equal. So angles opposite to them will be equal. Angles opposite to them will be equal 40 degree each. They will come out to be 40 degree each. And once I have got 50, 10, 40, I got this angle to be 100. 50 plus 10, 60, 60 plus 40, 100. Once I have got this 100, the opposite angle has to be how much? 80. Out of 80, 50 I know, so remaining will be how much? 30 degree. Remaining will be 30 degree. That's what we did. Now I have exceeded my recording time, so I stop this and I'll come back after some time with another video.